probably the fact of the amount of shots on target didn't give you the whole story, you know. Probably their biggest problem at the moment is the form of Son. And, you know, he had probably the best chances, 2 or 3 gilt-edged chances where he's got to hit the target and he's tried to bend it into the corner and he's hit it and it's not come back in and he's not worked the goalkeeper. And that's the difference between a really good performance and obviously some of certainly the comment I've just heard there. I think once he discovers his form, they're going to turn some of these opportunities into goals, and how they're playing and the tactical side of how they're playing will be viewed in a slightly different way. Because if you're setting up the way they did yesterday, away from home in Frankfurt are a good side, by the way. They're decent. You know, they won the Europa League last year. They're no idiots. And good attacking side. They limited them to less chances. They were probably the more dominant team over 90 minutes, Tottenham. And they just failed when they did create the odd chance. They failed to hit the target and score. If they had won 1 or 2-0, it would have been a fair result.
Can you understand why some Spurs fans are bored by what they're seeing? Yeah,
in some ways, yes. Tottenham, like varying football clubs, have got a DNA of playing good, attractive football. I think Tottenham fall into that category. And to be fair, we're talking about teams that you're going back into the 60s, 70s and 80s and 90s. You know, Tottenham have got a synonymous with playing good, attractive football potentially. And, they've got a manager that is very well organised. His team are well organised and, he knows how to win football matches in the main. As a manager, he has done consistently.
Do you think as well, I said to Laura, that is it a case of his full-backs, or wing-backs, he doesn't trust maybe in a 4, so he plays his 3 centre-halves, because he had to play a 4 at the back.
Yeah. Could
be Sessegnon left-back, Doherty, Royale or Spence right-back. Maybe he doesn't trust them enough, and he wants extra defender back there with the 3 centre-halves.
Yeah, I think there might well be a little bit of that. I think their forte, is going forward rather than the defensive side of the game, as it is with a lot of fullbacks. We spent an eternity talking about Trent Alexander yesterday, and there's a point in case. But where I think Tottenham suffer a little bit, Gabby, is he either plays Longley or Davis at left centre-half. If you play Davis gets forward, he overlaps, he underlaps, and he gets in the opposition's final third. More so than Longley. I think he played Longley yesterday, and he's more of an old-fashioned central defender, not going to get forward. So I think what makes it look more of an attacking system, even playing the 5 at the back, if you like, or the 3 at the back, is if Davis plays the left side, because he ends up in the opposition's box more often than not.
Because it's an extra player as his centre-half, you need them to get forward, don't you?
Exactly.
Like Kyle Walker when he plays there for England.
Yeah.
He's overlapping as well, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly that. So if you're in that inside position and you're going to get forward and supplement and start to get overloads in advanced areas, it works with a fullback playing as one of those 2 positions, and Davis does it extremely well.
Let's hear from a Spurs fan now. 03717 223344. That's the number. Chris has called it. Hello, Chris. Morning to you.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Great. How are you feeling? What would you like to say?
I just think, we've got to be careful what we wish for as Spurs fans. He's come into a job, Conte, that it was a difficult job when he come into it. And I think you look at the players that we've got now to the players we've had in recent years, we have no typical number 10. So I think you can only really play this way and try and hurt teams and hit them on the counter. And we've done that last night, and we've missed chances. I thought we were terrible against Arsenal, I really did. But we're a lot more stable, and I think we look like we've got some sort of identity of how we want to play. And I just think with the players that we've got available, I can't see much wrong that he's doing.
Chris, I think you make a brilliant point there. There's all very well bemoaning a manager, but what happens if he isn't your manager? Where do you go to from there? Where are the credentials of another man who might come through the door? And player availability as well. I mean, in the game yesterday, Kulishevsky's out, is it Mora's out injured as well, so all of a sudden you're trying to make changes and look behind you on the bench, and you're making changes to change the game, and it's Sessegnon on a left wing back rather than a centre forward or a number 10, as you rightly say. Really good point.
Chris, can I ask, because I was looking on social media and I saw a lot of a clamour for Jed Spence after the Arsenal game. Do you feel like that, or do you agree with Conte?
I think Royale is hot and cold. I'd like to see him and have a look at him. We've hardly seen him, so we don't really know how good he can be at this level. So I think the time is soon. We got to have a look at him, but I just don't think you can question Conte. I mean, his CV speaks for itself, and I think he's trying to get his best players on the pitch at every opportunity. And I think, without having a number 10 or a recognised number 10, we can only really play this way.
Yeah. All right. Some really good points there from Chris, a Spurs fan. 03717 223344. If you want to call up and have your say, you can do too.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Laura Woods. Monday to Wednesday mornings 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.